Okay, myth versus fact time. Myth. Thanksgiving started as one perfect dinner where everyone held hands, and it's been the same ever since. Fact. It's a mashup of feasts, politics, traditions, and a lot of revisions over 400 years. Let's rewind. In 1621, English colonists at Plymouth held a harvest feast after a tough year. The Wampanoag people, who had lived there for thousands of years, shared food and knowledge that made that harvest possible. It was a 3-day gathering, likely with venison, seafood, corn, squash, not green bean casserole. But even earlier Thanksgivings happened. St. Augustine, 1565, and 1619 at Berkeley Hundred in Virginia, a charter called for an annual day of Thanksgiving. For centuries in New England, days of fasting or Thanksgiving were local, on and off, tied to harvests or events. Enter Sarah Josepha Hale, a magazine editor who campaigned for a national Thanksgiving for decades. In 1863, in the middle of the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national day of Thanksgiving and praise on the last Thursday of November. That's the big turning point. Presidents kept it going. George Washington set a precedent with a national Thanksgiving in 1789. Franklin D. Roosevelt tried to move Thanksgiving earlier in 1939 to boost holiday shopping. People called it Franksgiving. In 1941, Congress settled it, the fourth Thursday in November. White House traditions? The famous turkey ceremony began with a turkey being presented to the president in the 1940s. Truman is often credited, but there's no solid proof he pardoned one. John F. Kennedy in 1963 spared a turkey with a note, "Let's keep him going." Ronald Reagan joked about pardons. In 1989, George H.W. Bush made the official annual turkey pardon a thing. Traditions across the country? Roast turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie.
They say what they're grateful for.
And they watch parades. Macy's in New York has been rolling since 1924. Football is baked in. The Detroit Lions since 1934, the Dallas Cowboys since 1966, plus a primetime game now. Volunteering at food banks and community kitchens is huge. Friendsgiving has become a thing. Same vibes, different guest list. Travel is wild. It's one of the busiest weeks of the year. And yes, Black Friday shopping kicks off right after. But here's a vital truth. The 1621 feast didn't erase conflict. The Wampanoag formed an alliance with the Plymouth colonists, but colonization followed. Disease, land loss, war, especially King Philip's War in the 1670s. Since 1970, some Native Americans and allies observe a national day of mourning in Plymouth to honor those histories. Both stories matter. Presidential words that stuck with me. Washington called for gratitude and the many signal favors of Almighty God. Lincoln asked a divided nation to pause for thanks, even in hardship. FDR said Thanksgiving should strengthen resolve and hope. More recently, presidents emphasized service, unity, and remembering those in need. So, when did it start? Thanksgiving grew from scattered colonial observances.